Manchester United and Tottenham go head-to-head in a heavyweight FA Cup semi-final clash on Saturday, with the bookies split on who will earn a place in the final. With Alexis Sanchez, Harry Kane, Paul Pogba and Christian Eriksen set to feature, there will be no shortage of potential match winners for either side. Here, Sportsmail's Martin Keown offer his big match analysis ahead of the crunch clash. The perfect stage for Pogba. Jose Mourinho should play Paul Pogba on the big stage. He is a showman, and showmen do things in these games that you can only dream of. Players like Pogba see FA Cup semi-finals as their moment, and that is when they can serve up a moment of magic. There has been a debate over whether Alexis Sanchez should play. Wembley is almost a second home for Sanchez. He has won the FA Cup twice there, scored in his 2 semi-final appearances and found the net twice against England at Wembley in 2013. How can you leave out a player so suited to playing at this ground? Lingard and Ali have to stay focused. Gareth Southgate picked Jesse Lingard over Dele Alli for England recently, and the two midfielders will go head-to-head again at Wembley. It's tempting to see this as a World Cup audition, but if either player views it as a trial, they will not succeed. They simply need to focus on getting their team into the cup final. I bumped into Dele recently at BT Sport. He strikes me as a mature man, and I was impressed with how he responded to being dropped by England with 2 goals against Chelsea. Lingard is also in fine form. He gives England what Emanuele Giaccherini gave Antonio Conte's Italy at Euro 2016, a player who will break from midfield and skims across the pitch effortlessly. There is a strong argument for Southgate playing both Ali and Lingard either side of Jordan Henderson. Is Kane gunning for gold? What would Harry Kane rather win this season, the Golden Boot or the FA Cup? We have seen in recent weeks how seriously he wants to finish as the Premier League's top scorer, but I'm sure he would rather win the first major team honour of his career. Tottenham have been brilliant for each of the last 3 seasons. They are starting to establish themselves as Champions League regulars. Now, triumph in the FA Cup can give Kane and co the experience and joy of winning a major trophy. This reminds me of my first FA Cup semi-final in 1998. After that victory over Wolves, I was as emotional as I had ever been. I felt the footballing gods were finally shining on me. I had a chance to prove that I could win the cup. Semi-finals are tight, cagey affairs. You want players who will relish the experience, not shy away from it. I remember lining up alongside Sylvain Wiltord and Robert Pires in the tunnel at Old Trafford ahead of our 2001 semi-final with Spurs. It was a carnival atmosphere, and those two could not wait to embrace it. This evening could be a defining moment for Tottenham. They need to play with their heads and must not choke. Win the FA Cup, and it can give them belief to challenge for even greater honours next season.